Namaste. Hi, I'm Jen Smith McLaughlin, and welcome to our Yoga Poses 101 series. Continuing today with the posture Baddha Konasana, or bound angle pose. This is a wonderful posture for stretching the inner thighs, for gaining flexibility in the hips, the lower back, and also it's very beneficial for the internal organs. So we begin by bringing the soles of the feet together and allowing the knees to fall open. And you can even bounce your knees up and down a little bit to warm up the hips and gain some flexibility. Now, bringing the feet together with the edges of the feet touching and the arches slightly apart, we're going to lengthen the spine here, holding on to the ankles, the inner knees, or wrapping your pointer finger around the big toes. Take an inhale, and then hinging at the hip, we're going to shift forward in this posture. So I'm trying to keep my spine straight here. I'm not giving in to the desire to round over. I'm keeping the chest open and leaning forward, keeping my hips, my sit bones on the floor, and then coming up. So I'm going to show you some modifications for this posture because for many people, especially when they begin a yoga practice, they're very tight in the hips and the legs. So you end up in this sort of a posture, okay? So if that's what's happening, you can change that. And I'm going to turn to the side to show you what happens when you're tight in your psoas and your hips. So if you're in this position and you're rounded like this, then you cannot come properly into the posture. It's not good for your spine. So you want to be able to relax the knees down and have this anterior tilt in the pelvis so that you can lean forward and keep the spine long as you lean forward. Okay, that's very important in this position. So one way that we can achieve that is to sit up on a blanket. I would recommend not sitting too high, not sitting on a bolster, but sitting on a blanket is good. So go ahead and sit up on a blanket. Bring the soles of your feet together and see if that helps you to open the knees a little bit and release the spine up nice and straight here. Now, if your knees are giving you a hard time in this posture, you can take blocks and place them under your knees to support your knees, okay? So taking your left hand to your inner left knee and just press that knee out a little bit and lean over to the right with your right hand on the floor next to your hip. And just use that as leverage to open that left hip joint. And then inhale back to center and release. And bring your right hand to your inner right knee and your left hand to the floor next to you and press that leg open too. Just warming up a little bit for this posture. And inhale back to center. I'm going to remove the blanket, but you can keep it. Good. So holding on to the knees, the ankles, the feet, or wrapping the pointer finger around your big toes, take an inhale with the spine nice and straight. And on the exhale, hinging at the hip, keeping the chest open, and beginning to lean forward to your edge. So not thinking of where you think you should be, but just coming to a place where you feel like you're in a good stretch, but you're not hurting in any way. Keeping the spine nice and long. Let's take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale. And on the exhale, come a little deeper into your forward fold. And on the inhale, perhaps come up a little bit out of the posture. And on the exhale, come deeper into your fold. Keeping the spine long. Good. And after holding it here for a few moments and feeling that deep stretch in the inner thighs, bring your palms to the floor in front of your legs and round up, press up, and release this posture out of your body. bound angle pose or Baddha Konasana. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Namaste.